So who are you raised by? You're like,
My mother was a single mother.
okay,
She grew up in the environment, the same environment as where a rough, low income environment. But as she got older, she improved her life. She went back to school and became a nurse, and that was sort of like one of my first inspirations of change,
okay,
because I watched my mother, her phases of life when she began to change her lifestyle, and that gave me somewhat an inspiration to want to follow her lead.
yeah. So you guys kind of influenced each other to go down a better path.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, so how did you get introduced to drugs?
The environment, the environment in the city. You know, if you go, not just my environment, my family. My family was people that was, use drugs and alcohol, party. They come from the party life, and not just that. It's just if it's a lifestyle that you don't think is something wrong with it, because your environment. When you go outside, you see your whole environment is okay with it. So it's like, because I remember when I was younger, I remember going to school and they used to say no to drugs. But when I went home, everybody said yes to drugs,
Yeah.
So it was like, it was very confusing, because like growing up, we used to smoke weed. We used to smoke weed and drink, and being in the in crowd was, and not so much the in crowd. A lot of people, you don't have to be in the in crowd to use drugs. Because I know a lot of people use drugs by themselves.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be cool to try to fit in the in crowd. You can just be a normal person that a loner.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of loner people that get high. So my environment, it was a belief system or a culture that I didn't know that it was wrong. Because in the environment, wrong look right and right look wrong.
Yeah. So getting out of prison, going back into that environment, did you feel like the people around you influenced you more so to stay on drugs and, not really take that extra step and go down the path that you wanted to go down with art?
Well, I think, like when I went to prison and I was incarcerated, see, in prison, the prison is just like the streets or your environment, because you got criminals, robbers, murderers, drug dealers,
Okay.
thieves, so you're in an environment, and you have people that are in there that are trying to change their lives. You have people that been locked up and they read the Bible or the Quran. You see them praying and striving to do the right thing. So it's like when you get in prison, you go in jail, you be in the institution, you have a choice, just like on the streets. You can hang with the drug dealers in jail, the gangbangers, or you can hang around the people that's trying to do the right thing. So when I went to prison, it was more like school to me when I was younger, because it was fun. I didn't look at it that it was wrong. You see what I'm saying? I looked at it was just a vacation. I'm in a bad school. That's what it looked like for all the people that's bad. So when I was in there, but as I continue to get older, I'm realizing that my freedom is valuable. You see what I'm saying? So I'm realizing now that it ain't so much fun being locked up. When you get out, you see everybody growing up that you grew up with. Now they got homes, they got cars, and here you coming out of prison with a little kid mind.